what you'll continue to find is more and more transparency and openness, which will lead to more realness and more tight-knit relationships between businesses and individuals and individuals and individuals.
Ooh, the future. So I think something that's we're in the early stages of now that's going to become more prevalent is taking social media from the computer out to the real world where people are interacting with their mobile phones through things like check-ins and really tying online marketing with offline purchases is a pretty exciting new area for social media.
In the future, again, social media, people aren't going to think about social media anymore in the future. It's really going to be as common of a way to communicate as they have today with many other modes of communication, email, phones, etc. There's a lot of attention on social media right now because people are still figuring out the best ways to use it, but it's really the enabler and it's really the people behind it that matter, and I think eventually people won't think about whether they're on Facebook per se. They'll think more about what they're doing with their friends on Facebook.
We're going to see a lot more trends around hyperlocal with social media. We're going to see conversations around this room and this building versus just around brands and companies and websites and things like that. We're going to see a lot of activity in the local space. We're going to see things where I can drive communication and marketing and things like that based on where you are. We're also going to see a lot more utilization of the interest graph, which is an opportunity for you to know a lot more about me because of my social media activity and because of me telling you the things that I'm interested in, the places I go and things like that. You'll have a lot more information to make our conversation through social media much more relevant to me, and that's going to be a huge driver for increased returns on social media activity.
I think the possibilities are endless. The mobile market is huge. The disconnected web device is huge. The gaming platform is huge. All these different ways that people consume and interact and find and discuss content, topics, entertainment, attitudes. We have to be focused on that because that's the new way people communicate. And it is more social. The whole point that it's called social is not just a moniker. This is how people now communicate and how our world has changed. It's an opportunity. It's not a challenge.
It's impossible to understate the importance of Facebook. I think Facebook is continually reinventing itself and figuring out ways to make itself indispensable for more and more of our daily activities and the types of things we do online, whether it's sharing pictures. I think that Facebook is going to be more and more important, and I would not underestimate their ability to sort of creatively find solutions to most of our kind of communications needs.
I think the future of social media is that companies and people that are online and on Facebook, Twitter, and sites like YouTube are going to. It's becoming more accepted to be marketed there, to be communicated there. Brands are having more relationships with their customers in those sites as well.
Well, it integrates into everything, and we're going to. Right now, what's happening in companies, it's very much focused in the marketing department. But what we're seeing now is moving into support, and then product innovation, and then beyond that is the supply chain. So improving products down the road, working with your partners, and that's the next thing that nobody's even talking about yet.
I've been saying this for years now. I do believe that, just as Jeremiah was saying, that social media will be like air. It'll be everything that you do and touch. It won't be just this isolated thing, because right now we have to think about, Facebook, it's Twitter. You have to go someplace to be social. And it doesn't seem so foreign, I think, in the future, where it's enveloped and integrated into everything that we do. So if you come across something that isn't naturally social, you kind of feel empty, and that it's not really fulfilled to its potential.